Hello everyone and welcome back to Epic Failure Server. So there was some issues. I recorded a video with the Ender IO information, and then as I was doing the work that I said that I was going to do off camera, I went back and re-listened to the file and realized that everything didn't come through as well as I would have liked. So I threw the video away. Eat some bread here. So I'll show you what we did last time. We have our sag mill and alloy smelter here. They're just drawing from one chest going to the other, so I still have to move things from here down, which doesn't bother me too much. It helps me keep things separate. Right now, just getting some charcoal. Down here, we have our slice and splice, which we used for our zombie generator. We have a painting machine for painting conduit facades, and a capacitor bank. We also have a power monitor using 1 RF per tick, and that's just to keep that going. We have a vat, which we're supplying some raw flesh and nether wart with, creating the nutrient distillation for the zombie generator. The zombie generator creates 80 RF per tick, so that's kind of nice. I also have a backup Stirling generator in case the system goes down. We're not using it for too much, really, just processing some ores and things, creating some alloys. We have the reservoir that works like a 2x2 water grid, and that's automatically pushing into the vat. So as long as we keep it supplied with various materials, then that works. Heads give us 2, rotten flesh 1.5 times. Otherwise, it looks like meats are 0.75 on this side, and then on the other side of the vat, pretty much it looks like, other than fermented spider eyes, things 1.5 on mushrooms and nether wart, which we have from our trips to the nether. So we have there a couple rows of it there. And then what I said that we were going to do off camera was to take a look at everything else. Let me grab, I picked up this teleportation wand, which we're now charging to. Let's see, there we go. So you can see here a lot more buildings. These are all empty. The glass in the end there, that is our smeltery. And then this is going to be our train station. I actually put the train line in, as you can kind of make out, maybe not on here, but it comes through here. That's what it's going to do. And then it'll be able to go into each building that it needs to. And then this is the train station, where it will be able to refill on coal and water as needed. So that'll be kind of nice. Still working on pushing out the defense line here. So we're making progress, as you can see out here. All of this is lit and safe on this side, all the way over here to where we still have to put in the land to fill that section out. Inside this fence then will be everything that is the community property that is going to be chunk loaded, I assume. I don't see why not, because it'll be a fully sustainable system. And then from there, we will be able to, I'm looking at outside of that being some, we'll call them like spawn residence buildings. You know, each player can kind of have their own little section. So that'll be kind of nice. This building here is turning into our storage building. In the future, I think we're going to have the train come in and be able to drop things off, and then have like an AE interface here, something that you can kind of just walk in and get what you need. So, despite the fact that the train station's over there, which at first I thought was going to be kind of confusing, but I think it'll work pretty good, because it's more like a train depot, and then you can come here and drop stuff off, and then if we have it going other places, it'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking the way we're going to do this is when it, or as a building needs something, like let's say a sheep farm, when it needs wheat, we'll have some kind of signal and a ticketing system that it can signal the train to say, hey, I need this. My only concern then is that obviously if it passes by more than one thing that it needs, that it keeps, the stuff that's farthest down the line will get done, and it'll just keep doing it in circles. So there is some troubleshooting to that. Maybe we can find a way to lock it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't researched it. Just kind of given some ideas. Or maybe we just have it where if it's low, it forces the train in to the building, and it gets a new ticket to go to the warehouse. I mean, everything should go to the warehouse, so I don't think it being a need to stop at every place, though. So we'll kind of see how that all develops into what we're doing. So going forward, what we're going to need, and we have the track is down. We'd like to get some railcraft going. And looking at railcraft, we need, let's see. So we can the locomotives, require steel plate. Steel comes from a blast furnace. Is that the only place to get steel in here? Or is that just, I thought Railcraft had its own steel. This is not looking good. Railcraft, Immersive Engineering has got some too. Here we go. I think it must be coded to be this way. So we've got steel grit from Immersive Engineering, alloy smelters using steel grit, a blast furnace. That looks like a railcraft thing, so that would work pretty good. Arc furnace, steel grit. We can cast it. How can we? So give me the alloys to. Okay, so it doesn't do that. So let's look again here. This is the hardest thing with the mod pack, is just going, I wonder how we're going to do this. Arc furnace is a pretty high up thing in the Immersive Engineering, but the steel grit, nope, it looks like our best bet is the Railcraft blast furnace. Might be our best bet. So blast furnace bricks require blaze powder, netherrack, and brick. I think we can get most of that fairly easy, but in order to do that, we're going to need coal coke as well. So we need a coke oven. Coke brick is alright. So we're going to need a way to do this as efficiently as possible. I'm thinking we could put one here and one here. They're slow machines, so I'd like to have a couple available. So maybe if we do the coking oven on this side, and then a blast furnace here, and then we'll just do a couple of them. So let me get all that the materials together to make 2 of each of those, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So after doing a little bit of review, I think what we need to do first is automate getting our trees going. I mean, right now we are cutting down quite a bit by hand, but I think it's time that we take a look at getting that going first, because otherwise we're going to be manually doing a lot of this work anyhow. So, finding a place for our tree farm. I mean, right now they're out there, but I do want to keep using the we can use Ender IO for a farm. Yeah, I think it's a farming station, right? Yeah, we just gotta keep it supplied with some stuff. So I think this might be better for us. So let's think about doing that instead. Let's get everything together for one of these. Need 4 electrical steel, a couple solarium. Let's get one of these. And let's see, we need ender pearl. I think I still got a couple of those. We just got a couple from our farm. We're up to 3 ender lilies now, so that's kind of nice. I'll kind of build all this stuff here real quick. Let's see. Just in case it tries to be funny. Alright, so we got that going. That's part of these. I need one more. So, again, I'm sorry about that missing episode. We're gonna play a little catch up here with you guys. I feel really bad actually. It was pretty informative about what we were doing and how it was going along. So, if you want me to go through how these machines interact, go ahead and just throw a comment in there, and I can catch it up on another episode. That's perfectly fine with me. Throw these in there, because we need another one of those. And then, let's see, this is the we need coal powder. 4 of those. So we need 4. The nice thing is that these here should wait now, because we put that on ally mode, so it's not going to do anything. Right, it's waiting for us to grab our dust. Which, is it only coal dust? It is. Charcoal dust is something different. Okay. Let's throw you over here. Alright. So just getting that finished up here. Try and keep this moving. There we go. What else are we going to need for this bad boy? We're going to need Z-Logic controllers. So I need 2 solarium, which is gold, and soul sand. 2 of those. 2 of those. Again, we can just toss them in here, and then as the machine frees up, there they are. Should pull what it needs. Diamond hoe. These are, so we need 3, 5 diamonds. I think everything else there we got. We'll grab a couple of those. 3 diamonds there. Just getting a little worried. Oh, that's upsetting. Let's see. Should have looked at my inventory before I did that. So you can see that chunk loading ward right there. It's not powered yet. I don't have this stuff to do it. Alright, so we need a diamond hoe, so that should just be this. Our slice and slice, right? So we need solarium, silicon, redstone. creature head. Is it gotta be a zombie? Yep, only a zombie. We might have one. Creeper. That might be what holds us up until nighttime, because I don't think I've got one hanging around. Nope. Nope. No, alright. Well, we'll get everything else set up. Solarium. So all we have to do is pop that in there. So, solarium on top. A piece of redstone. That was the bottom. That will be to make the Z-Logic. So here we need a couple of these. And our electrical steel and the hoe. Oh, forgot about the machine casing. Machine chassis, which means we need a little bit of stuff here. What are we missing here? Iron bars. So all we need is that Z-Logic controller. So we just need to find a zombie. Unfortunately, everything is so lit down where I've been mining that that's not going to really matter. So we really just got to kind of wait for night here. So I've been going round and round about what to do about this nether portal. It's off right now. There's one set up between me and Shark Peas, which then just keeps creating one over here again, because that's where I did it to start with, I guess. But unfortunately it goes to a spawn in the nether, which means you can't edit the surrounding space. So created another one. It is I went found another fortress and created a portal there. You can see I died over here. Here is where you gotta go to get to it. So yeah, had to dig my way out, as is the case. Also, there's maybe it's something new to me, but there's something underwater here. Not sure if it's a Minecraft thing or not, so I want to check it out at some point in time. What I've been doing to get back and forth when I need to is I just I take the good old water route. Park right here. I think, matter of fact, this might be my build-up of just some dirt. I had a villager there at one point. We'll see how that works. Maybe maybe in the future we can create a waterway entrance underneath. Kind of dig through. Put my I'll make my house right here, and then I can just dig a tunnel through. Be kind of a cool idea. Let's grab our wand. I don't think there's anything actually out yet, but a skeleton hanging out. Nope, we need something in your head. There we go. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. Let's see, can we make it all the way over there? Nope, most of the way though. Alright. Mission somewhat accomplished here. That uses the power then, uses a little bit of durability. will make us our Z logic circuit. Zombie logic. Who knew? And then we can pop that in here. Nope. Oh, we need our electrical steel. So the vat's kicking in, getting some more power going. Let's just go right here. We should have everything now. Requires power. That's going to be the other thing. I'm almost wondering if we don't want to make another capacitor for now and just swap them out as needed until the train gets going and they can charge it on its own. Let's just forego doing any of that here. We'll grab this and this that we might need. We'll run over here. We need 4 of these. What do you know? Enough for 4 of them. And a block of redstone. So now what we can do is, I don't know what I'm going to do with these gold pieces yet. Let's throw them in here. I'm sure there's something that I'll end up using them for. I just take this one out, wait for this one in, and the system will start charging that up. Okay. So now, if we look at where we want to put this, maybe right in the corner. Oh, sorry about that. So, requires power and appropriate tools. Looting and fortune on tool supplies when harvesting. Upgrade with capacitors. Is it gotta be? I don't know. We put the capacitor here. No seeds. I know. Oh, it's planting the trees. It's getting some power. It'll store the million RF. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see how we handle that. Alright, let's go get... Oh, let's go. But I don't have it going anywhere. I think we still have a few more. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Let me make it this way. Alright. So, I believe if we lock these, it won't use anything else. So, if I go like this, it won't let me. But if I go like this, and tell it to not do that. So now, that is functional, but now we have the problem of getting things in and out and some power. So we will have to do something underneath and be able to get our train there. And on top of that, how big of a spot is this? 1, 2, 3. Maybe because it's a smaller location. Maybe I don't want it to kill any of that. Move it over 1 more, and then the train can get there easier. And the corners are going to be more difficult. Maybe do like we have with these guys and put a building here that accesses that. Nice thing is, like everything else, Ender IO, those will retain their power. So we'll do that. We'll use some power to plant these things, but hey, such is life. Alright, so if we figure that all of these are looking at grass, 1, I can't Actually, that should 5. This should be here in a 9 by 9. Then 1, 2, 4. This should be it. So we'll throw this back in the hole here. Put this down. It retained all of its settings. We just give it more materials to work with. Takes care of the rest. It should fill those in as it works its way around. We'll also check to see how this is affecting our mob spawning, and because that was where a torch was. What if we just throw one right on top? Can we do that? Is that going to cover everything? No. It's not going to help us out. So what we're going to do is stick them on the corners here. Just... it's funny corners, right? How about sides? There we go. Here, and here. So now, what we will have to do, besides not keep mowing everything down, is get things more automated here. So, probably... let's see, so we'll have 9... oh, we built the 9 by 9s here, so the shorter building would be here and here. That's yeah, because we built a 9 by 9 here for the thing, and these have been where we've been putting the shorter buildings just towards the center. That's okay. That's fine. I'm sure there'll be something that we can put small in there. I'm thinking immersive engineering has got some windmills I'd like to put up, and I'm thinking maybe we can put them right here. So we'll build a 9 by 9 at this spot. 1, 2. So it should be 2. Yeah. Okay. So essentially our doors will be the fence sides, so the door will end up being on this side. Train access will be here. So the train will come in, we'll pick up what it needs and head out. There'll be a door access out here, but it won't be necessary really. And then from here we'll dig underneath and we will set up power and items using Ender.io, obviously, with what the building's for. Let's grab a torch here. Just throw you up here for a moment. Alright. So let me take a look at the rest of our supplies and I'll be right back. Alright folks, sorry about that. I was going to check all the supplies and I looked at the time and went, hey, we're almost at that 30-minute mark. And I don't know about you, but 30 minutes sounds like a good episode time, so we'll try and stick to that. You can see here trees are already growing. We can do fertilizer and bone meal to make it good. Now we're making it always active. Oh, we don't put any axe in there. Chop everything down. Like, huh. Alright, so obviously the better axes we put in, the longer they're going to last. Since we've got a steady supply of iron, steady being an immense amount, I'm going to just throw in an iron one for now. We can, in the future, build automatic crafting in that section down there as part of the lumberjack's house, whatever you want to call it. I'll put this in here real quick so you guys can see how this is working, and then we'll have to go. Remember, at the bottom there is how you can join us. Always appreciate people wanting to join in. Is it the right spot? Oh, it'll give us a couple different things, but it still works. You can see here, it's gonna come down. It's gonna cut everything down. Replanting is good, and if we don't get our butt kicked here, you can see now it's not holding out all that, and it cut down part of a acacia tree there too, so it's got a pretty good range. Should be good. Although I didn't pick up that apple, we'll take that. So again, thanks a lot. I got a little review of our Ender iOS system. We talked about a couple future things. We need to get this automated enough that we're turning wood into charcoal to power our system, and to be able to put into our what will be immersive engineering machines that we'll use for creating steel. So I'm hoping that everything is going good for you, and again, I apologize for missing the other episode. We'll hopefully be able to double that up for you. Just remember that as you're going along and enjoying Minecraft, hitting that like button when you're watching videos helps all of us along. Helps keep the word out there. Lets people know that you found something that you're interested in. Leaving a comment too is always good. Helps me know how you're feeling about the series, what directions we want to go in, if there's things you want to learn. Again, it also helps promote the channel. It's how I learned about what you guys are thinking. And again, this is an open server. We do ask for a little bit of a donation. The information's down there in the description as far as where to go to get whitelisted. But always, as you go along, remember that there are other things that are important too, and that this is a game. Have fun.